Hey everybody, all you OfferVault diligent, dedicated members, I'm sorry to say that we should be playing funeral music according to our headlines because 2012 is the end of affiliate marketing. Well, I don't know if that's the case, but we have someone who does know and knows an awful lot about an awful lot of other things, as you've been around before. Marcus Campbell has been with us in the past. He's a person to pay attention to, and if there is reason to mourn the end of affiliate marketing, he's probably got a solution so that we can still work towards a successful venture. Or maybe he's just going to put some spin on it to take away the doom and gloom. I don't know, Marcus. What's your take on this? Is it all over but the crying, or is there still a future for those of us who are trying to make a name in this game?
I think a lot of people have the mindset that it's over, but I think that's a very false mindset. As I was talking to a very, very good friend of mine, actually a guy who I got started in the industry years ago, and he was saying, here's the changes. You got to go to Facebook. If you don't have Facebook, you're dead in the water. And I said, well, Facebook gets about as many, posts as Google does get searches every day. And personally, I'd rather get the Google searches than the Facebook posts because I don't care whether you're, dropping out of high school, but I do care what you look up online. So I think that affiliate marketing definitely is still on the rise. It's just a matter of where are you going to be and how are you going to tackle it.
Well, I like your analogy there in terms of what you want to look for behavior out there as a business person, as a marketer. Facebook is still largely a social event, and people trip over things. I know they find stuff, just like YouTube, they find stuff. But Google is still the place where you start to look for valid information about things. It's more condensed, it's structured, it's like the encyclopedia of everything with an index anybody can use. So it's not going away, right? Google and Bing and that, they're going to be around, and it's still going to be the best place to start.
Absolutely. Search marketing is not going away. Even YouTube, you mentioned YouTube in there. Even with that, I would rather know what people are searching for on YouTube than just have people posting on Facebook. Facebook is a great avenue if you use it correctly. But what I want to tell everyone here is that you need to look at why you're using each avenue.
Well, I'm recording this, guys. Take notes, pay attention, because the real truth to any of this is when you hear someone who not only knows what they're talking about, but gives you a little insight as to what's going to happen, say, by the end of this year, the time to take action or be prepared to do something is now. So don't wait till it whacks you in the side of the head. Pay attention. We are recording this as usual, so it'll be available for replay if you miss some of it or if you get called away to something otherwise important like a significant other. But Marcus, tell us what we need to know and don't scare us too much.
All right, sounds good. So the big question is, and if you guys have heard this kind of school of thought around the networks, around everything else, if you've heard that 2012 is the end of affiliate marketing, if you felt that way, let me know. Type it in the box, because for those of you who have been on my webinars or been around for a while and seen what I do, I really like to hear your input. I like to know what you're thinking about the market and what you're thinking about what's going on. So if you've heard, all this stuff about Neverblue going bankrupt, about Epic Ads. I think Epic Ads actually shut their doors last week, which is a big thing. They said, when we shut our doors, we're not going to pay our affiliates. There's a lot of stuff going on, right? And what I want to do is I want to kind of bring a very, very, very systematic approach to this, right? Because so many people freak out and they say, what's going on? It's the end of the world. It's the end of the world. We can't do affiliate marketing anymore. We can't buy ads on Google because Google bans people. Or you got the Google Panda, or you got the Google, Penguin, or whatever it is, whatever P word they're coming out with, right? And what I want to do is I want to kind of bring you back to earth and say, you know what? That's not really the case. So I'd like to welcome you to Is 2012 the End of Affiliate Marketing? And I'm Marcus Campbell. No, this is not my picture, right? And this isn't my picture either. And neither is this one, even though I have resembled Chicken Little in the past because I am standing a whopping 5 foot tall. But I want to kind of precursor this by saying, a lot of people look at this and they say the sky is falling. Right? I have friends in the industry and they say the sky is falling. Things are happening in the industry where we can't make money anymore. right? And lately, we have seen things where Neverblue, right? Neverblue is a big, big force in the internet marketing industry. And the parent company of Neverblue filed for bankruptcy. Just, I think it was about 2 weeks ago. Right? Very, very, very important. And like Peter says, there's still a lot of opportunity in internet marketing. It's not doomed, right? Another thing that we saw is The Verge, right? How many of you guys saw this Verge article? If you saw it, type 1 in the box, 2 in the box, something where you say you saw it, right? If you saw this article, let me know. And basically, the Verge article came out and said there is no way to make money online. Everyone who makes money online is a complete scam artist, and they're just ridiculous, right? And to those people, I say, well, you know, you look at that and you say, in internet marketing, how much money is made outside of the space that we live in, right? And what I want to do to you today, or show you today, is I want to show you that internet marketing is very, very based on what's going on, right? What's going on? What is happening out there? Are people buying stuff? That is the number one question that you should ask, right? And you see things like this, like Neverblue and scam people, and Epic Ads is filing bankruptcy, right? I see Epic Ads, they're not even paying people. They say, well, you know, you were in affiliate marketing, great, you made a couple $1,000s. We're not going to send you your check because we're closing our doors, right? Very, very, very doom and gloom. How many of you guys have seen this kind of mindset? And you see, oh, wow, what is going on in our industry? Is there still a way for the little guy, the big guy, whoever, to make money, right? In Epic Ads, I think I was the 80th or 800th or something like that. I think it was the 812th affiliate with Epic Ads. Back then, they were called a Zoogle, right? And I was with them back way before this. And guys, I want to kind of precursor this, and I want to say I've been in the industry for about 12 years, and I understand trends, I understand what's going on, and I understand that if you want to make money online, if you want to make money in affiliate marketing, this is the way that you need to go. Right? So Azoogle, one of my first companies that I went with, right? And Ryan says Azoogle owes him a lot of money, right? Adtractive. Adtractive was one of the first ones I went with. I think it was 2001 when I signed up for Adtractive, right? And they said they're going under. No one's going to be paid. Now, how many of you guys right now, if you feel like the affiliate marketing space is going under, just type in under in the box. Just type it in and say, I feel like it's going under. I don't know what to do, right? I've tried things. I get Google slapped. I've tried things. I get MSN slapped. I got penguins. I got pandas. I got all this crap that is bearing on me, right? If you feel that way, just type it in the box. Say, you know what? I feel that way. I hear you, you know, and I want to know a way to get out of it, because I believe that the future of affiliate marketing is not in these companies. It's not in the affiliate networks. It's not in all this stuff. It's in what you learn and how you treat your visitors. Very, 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 very important. So we've seen that all this stuff is going on, right? We've seen all this stuff going on. And we want to say, what is the freaking deal? What's the deal? Are we able to make money? Right? How many of you guys have made money? How many of you guys have not made money? And ask yourself, you say, okay, I've made a little bit, or I've made nothing, or I've made a lot. But what's the deal? Am I still going to be able to make money online in a way that's going to support my family, or in a way that's going to, you know, really, really going to help me? Okay. Now, I'd like to bring a little light at the end of the tunnel, if you guys would humor me, right? Here's the deal. Check it out. This is what happens every 60 seconds online. Okay, I have friends that tell me Facebook's the answer, WordPress is the answer, Google's the answer, email's the answer, whatever, okay? And I want to kind of bring this to light here, because here's the deal. What you're seeing right now on your screen is what people are doing online. Every 60 seconds, over 168 million emails are sent. Right? Lots of them are from, like, little old Johnny to grandma. Right? Lots of them are people who are sending spam. Lots of them are email marketers like myself who say, hey, check it out. Here's a cool webinar. Right? Every 60 seconds online, there are 694 search queries done on Google. Every 60 seconds. I want you to think about that. That's over 10,000 searches a second. Right? 10,000 searches a second are done on Google. There's over 1,700 Firefox downloads, 695,000 Facebook status updates, 50 WordPress downloads, 125 WordPress plugin downloads, and on we go. Right? And if you look at this, you say, well, you know what? The internet marketing space, the affiliate marketing space is not going to die because there are people doing things. Right? There's over 600 new videos uploaded to YouTube every 60 seconds. That's 10 videos a second. Right? Very, 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 very important. And if you made money on this, you would understand how it works. Very, very important. Because regardless of whether you think the internet's dying, regardless of whether you think people are scamming, regardless of whether you think Google's going under, regardless of whether you think Yahoo's going under, regardless of whatever you think, no matter what you think, this is going on every 60 seconds. Right? So, well, as Google went under, well, it has nothing to do with all this stuff that's happening every 60 seconds. Right? Oh, well, there's a Google Panda update. Has nothing to do with people searching. Right? I don't care how many pandas, penguins, whatever, pedactosauruses or whatever is happening online, people are still searching. It doesn't matter. Right? No matter what happens, there's 10 people on every search term that is on Google. Always. Right? If you search for like elephant right now on Google, there's 10 people on the first page. If you search for elephant, big elephant or whatever, there's still 10 people. Right? So it's not a matter of, is there traffic? It's a matter of, why am I not getting the traffic that I need? Okay, everyone still with me? If you're still with me, say yes in the box. Very important. I like to know you're with me, like to know you're here, everything like that. Right? Because I want you to get this. I want this to sink in, because this is where the rubber meets the road. This is where money is made. Right? Think about it. 168 million emails are sent every 60 seconds. How many emails did you send? Or send, right? Sent. Very good. How many emails did you send in the last 60 seconds? 0. Right? Or 1 or 2 or whatever. Right? And why? Why don't you send more? Why don't you connect with your visitor? So here's what I want everyone to do. And I want you to write this down. Okay? Everyone get a pencil. Say, yes, I'm going to write this down. Right? Say, tell me in the box. Say, yes, I'm going to write this down. Because I want you to. Because I want you to get the most out of this webinar. Whether you buy something at the end or not, I don't care. I want you to get this one point. Right? And this one point is that as long as people are online, I can make money. Right? I'm going to say it again. As long as people are online, I can make money. Right? Because I don't care what happens. I don't care. I don't care if Facebook takes over the internet. I don't care if people would rather search on Facebook. I don't care, whatever. All I care about is people logging into the internet. And the last time I checked, I think it was over 1.5 or 2 billion people have internet access right now. 2 billion people have internet access right now. And the key is understanding, what can I do with them? Right? It is basically like understanding, right? It's understanding The fact that people are online, what do I do with them? It's like, okay, I'm standing up here on a stool, and there's 5,000 people out there listening to me. What am I going to do with them? What am I going to do with them? Right? And what you're going to do with them is based on what you know about them. Very, very important, because I want to take you back a few years. How many of you guys are over 50 years old? You don't have to type in your age, just say over. Right? Just say over, and we'll just kind of look at that. Right? So a lot of people are over 50 years old. How many of you guys remember when the TV had like 5 channels or 10 or whatever, right? It was like 2, 6, and 8 and whatever, right? A lot of people remember that. Some people remember there's 3 channels. Okay, now, if you remember the commercials on those channels, you'll remember it was like Coca-Cola, it was like Sears, it was like very, very basic stuff. Okay, now those advertisers were blanket bidding because that was all there was at the time. That was all there was at the time, right? And they said, okay, well, drink Coke, it's the greatest thing, whatever. Pepsi, it's a part of life. I don't remember their slogans, but that's what it was, right? Or Lucky Strike cigarettes or whatever it was. Okay, Frigidaire and coffee and whatever. Okay, and the reason they advertise this stuff to you is because of the fact that they didn't know you, right? They didn't know if you like Coke, or they didn't know if you're like, whatever, and you didn't like this certain stuff. They just blanket targeted everyone. They said, well, if I advertise to enough people, I'll make some money. But then what happened? Right, what happened was the marketplace started to change. The marketplace started to change. Cable TV came out. And they said, okay, great. So now there's people who watch home and garden television. Now we know that home and garden television would really focus on stuff like Home Depot ads and Lowe's and all these other things. So it's a very, very, very more targeted type of thing. We know people who watch reality TV, probably do drugs. I mean, I didn't say that out loud. Probably, do other stuff, right? And you look at it and you say, we know more about our customer now. All right, everyone with me? The goal to marketing in the future is knowing more about your customer. Knowing more about your customer, knowing more about your visitor, right? Very, 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 very important, right? And I want you to look at it and say, as long as people are online, I can make money no matter what, right? As long as they're out there, as long as they're searching, I can make money, right? And I want you to look at these top searches for today, May 15th, 2012. And I want you to look at what the world is interested in. Very important. The first thing is America's Got Talent. Second is Katherine Jenkins. I don't know who that is. We've got Bachelorette, Skip All Wives, Flesh Eating Bacteria, Howard Stern, Dancing with the Stars, and so on and so forth. So these are the top 20 searches that are done online. Now, regardless of what you think, regardless of whether Neverblue's going under, regardless of whether whoever's going under, regardless of Google slaps, regardless of whatever, this stuff's still looked up, right? So now our goal is to look at this and say, how do I pair the right offer with the right niche? That's it. How do I pair the right offer with the right niche? Because those who know the most about their customer, their visitor, will be able to make the most. Right, you look at this, Facebook IPO. That's the 12th most popular thing looked up. Right now, I want everyone right now, whatever you're doing, I want you to stop whatever you're doing. And I want you to ask yourself, what does someone looking up Facebook IPO really want? What do they really want? Right, what is their ultimate goal? What are they after? Facebook IPO. They want the Facebook initial public offering, right? Jesse says money. Okay, great. Let's see what else we have here. Right, and I want you to look at this, and I want you to say, well, what do they want? Vincent says to buy stock. Great. To advertise, Ricardo says. Let's see who. A piece of the pie. Jesse says great. Marco says the number. Keith says a good investment. Diane says getting in on the front end of an opportunity. Bo says to invest. Okay, great. So what is the ultimate goal? I think the ultimate goal is like, how do I give Facebook $100 and make like 10 grand? That's basically what they want. Right? They want to invest in Facebook IPO and they want to make a lot of money. Okay, so they're interested in stock type of stuff. Very, very important. So you look at that and you say, well, that's the 12th top looked up thing online. How do I use that to my advantage? And what I want to do next is I want to talk to you about pairing the right offer with your niche. Okay, how many of you guys remember in kindergarten or first grade when you had a little picture like you see on the screen? Right, and you're like, okay, well, my goal in this exercise is to find the big whale and put him to, the big whatever, and find the black, bird and put him to the white thing, and the soft thing to the hard thing, and the wet thing to the dry thing. How many of you guys remember stuff like this? Right? It's very basic. It's very silly, but it hinges on what's going to make you money. Because all you're doing online is you're taking people from something like Facebook IPO and saying, what do they want? Just like you take the big people to the small people or whatever it is, and you say, how do I help them get what they want? Right, and this is the future of internet marketing, because we have seen over the past years and years and years, we have seen people that go out there and they bid on words, or they get media buys, or they get whatever it is, right? And they make money. I mean, there's tons of money out there, right? You can go out there and put a banner ad and make a couple $1,000, $10,000, $20,000 a month. But where's the value, right? Because if the value's not there, it's going to end. How many of you guys have done something where you made money and then it ended? Right? You say, I made, $50 or $1,000 or several $1,000s, and at one point it ended. Right? If you say, if you've done that, say end it. Right? It's ended. Okay, good. So a lot of people have had this issue. Right? And the reason that it's ended, JJ said, did I go for beer? I actually went to let the dog in. I have my beer right here, so I'm good. Right? So a lot of things have ended. And we have Sam who said $40,000 and his stuff ended. And we had Mike and Will and Jesse and Jeremy and Peter and Bo and Diane. And all these people said, you know what, it's ended. It's ended. And I want to submit to you today, right? Very, very important. I want to submit to you the fact that the reason that it ended is because you didn't focus on value. It didn't focus on value. Right? You didn't focus on the value. You didn't focus on getting the consumer in. You didn't focus on giving something that would help them. You just focused on what we call click flopping. Right? How many of you guys have heard the term click flopping? Which is basically where you take a click and you're like, okay, this guy searched for, elephant on Google, and I'm going to take him to a site with AdSense about elephants. Or this guy searched for mortgage on Google, I'm going to take him to a mortgage offer. Right? And you didn't collect anything. You didn't learn anything. You didn't take the time to say, what do you want? Right? I want you to write those 3 words. What is it? What do you want? 4 words down. Right? Write those down. What do you want? Those words will unlock the keys to the kingdom of making whatever you want. As Jim Rohn used to say, you can have anything in life that you want if you help enough other people get what they want. Right? And as Jesse says, do you mean what does a customer want? Yes. What does the customer want? What does your visitor want? What is their behavior? Right? How many of you guys think there's a difference in behavior from someone looking at failblog.com to someone who's looking at Google and searching for something? Right? How many of you guys think there's a difference there? Very, 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 very important. Of course there's a difference. And if you can learn this simple diagram and learn how to take one term to something they want, you can make money. And Bo says, Marcus, what do you want? I want to teach you guys the secret to internet marketing, right? So here's the major categories. You have your major categories, which are automotive, business opportunity, coupons, dating, downloads, e-commerce. You have education. You have all these different things here, like downloads, e-commerce, financial, freebies, gaming, all this stuff. And what I want you to do is I want you to think about what the user ultimately wants and how you can help them. Right? How many of you guys, honestly, have ever taken the time to say, you know what, I know these people are searching for stuff. I know they're coming to my site, but what do they really, really want? Right? What do they really, really want? How many of you guys have felt that way? You say, yeah, I've actually really given a rip about what they want. Okay? And I want you to think about what they really want, and then I want you to match everything to it. Now I'm going to do a little exercise. I'm going to go over to the Google AdWords tool. Okay? And my webinars are a little bit different than other people's. I know I actually go on the internet and show you what I'm talking about, which is cool. Hopefully it helps you. And what we're going to do is we're just going to sign in here in the Google AdWords. Let's see if I can, hopefully I have a password saved in here. All right. And as Jesse says, Google knows what you want because they track everything you do, not just searches, if you have their toolbar, everything. Yeah, they do search everything. Very, very, very important. And hopefully I'll remember one of my passwords here. And let's see. All right, so we'll go in here and we'll look at the AdWords tool. All right, let's see here. Sam says Google AdWords is too expensive. Sam, I don't think that's true. I think it's too expensive if you don't do it the correct way. Very, 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 very important. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in here, and I'm going to go into the Google AdWords tool. Hopefully it'll load today. If not, I'll have to continue this webinar for like another 50,000 days. But basically what I want to do is I want you to see that there are tons of niches available that have very, 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 very little competition. Okay, how many of you guys feel like today in this marketplace, the competition is too fierce, right? You can't really get good traffic because the competition is too much. How many of you guys feel that way? If you do, say competitive in the box, right? And we'll take it from there. Let's see what we got. Hopefully this will refresh for us. Okay, a lot of people are saying it depends, which is good, right? That's great. I want to kind of hear your advice there. I want to hear, not your advice, but your input, rather, and see what it is that's going on. So let's see if we can type this in. Okay, I want to show you a little trick to finding out what people want. Now, before we get into this, while we're looking at this stuff, I want to kind of ask you guys, you know, have you made money online? If you've made money online, type in a $sign. If you haven't, type in a 0. Okay? And while we do this, what I want to do is I want to talk to you about my very, very, very important trigger word method. Okay, the trigger word method is basically going in and looking at niche markets a different way. Right? We're going to go in and we're going to type in something like tips. okay, or printable chart, or something that tells us what people are searching for. All right, so we're going to go in here, and we look at this. So we have stock tips, which is high competitive. We have tips ETF. We have photography tips, which is low competitive, but pretty decent search amount. Inflation protected bonds, medium. We got option trading tips. We got makeup tips. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to look at these things. And I want you to say, okay, well, you know, when Google says it's medium search or medium whatever, I want you to go to Google actually and look up what the word is and see how many people are bidding for it. Right? Because right here, we have very, very few people bidding on this term, which means we could probably get it for like 5 to 7 cents per click. Very, very, very important. Okay, and like Jesse says, these people are out of work and searching for ways to make money with little or no investments or experience, right? And what we want to do is we want to focus on what people are searching for. Resume tips. Low competition, 60,000 people per month. That means there's over 2,000 people per day searching for resume tips, right? They're searching for resume tips, and they are looking at very, very, very specific stuff about how to get a job. Okay, so I want to ask you, what would you do with these people? Very, very, very important, right? And Sam says he's made money online, but he got hit with the penguin, the whatever updates by Google. But what I want you to look at is the fact that people are still searching, right? People are still searching, therefore, we can still make money. Very, 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 very important, right? Because we want to look at this and we say, what does the user ultimately want? And how does our landing page match what they want, right? If someone's coming to us based on resume tips or how to write a resume or whatever, very non-competitive term, how do we make a landing page for them that's actually going to help them, right? And then next, how do we give them an offer and a payout that's going to match it, right? Because I don't care what anyone tells you, affiliate marketing, internet marketing, all of the marketing online comes down to a numbers game. It's all a numbers game, right? That's it. If you get 1,000 people to your site that are looking up, how do I get my resume online? If 10% of them buy, you got 100 sales. If 10% of them opt in, you got 100 opt-ins. It's all a numbers game, hands down, no exceptions, no nothing. You just have to look at the numbers. And I guarantee you, if you look at the numbers, you will be able to make money, right? Check out this site that I made about a month and a half ago. It's called winningnumbers.me. It still makes money today. Okay, here's a simple little site that I made. It's based on a blog format. Hopefully it'll load today. Our internet's being kind of slow here. winningnumbers.me. There we go. Okay, cool. So we have this site here, very, very basic site. Are you guys all seeing this site? Let me know if you see it, because sometimes our site feed's a little bit low. How many of you guys see that there? Lotto, big lotto with the yellow balls there. Okay, you should be seeing it now. This site made me over $2,000 in revenue. Very, very simple site. I mean, I put a little picture of a, lottery ball thing. I put some links. I put some little balls here. I put a little drop down here. Very basic, right? It made over $1,000 in one day. Right, over $1,000 in one day off a simple site. Now, why did it do that is the question, right? Are you guys wondering why it did that? If you are, say, yeah, why? Why did it do that? Okay. The reason it did it is because I focused on how people search. There is a psychology behind why people do things that they do. Why do they click what they click? Right? Why do they do what they do? Now, how many of you guys, I want everyone right now to stop what they're doing and tell me the number one thing that they clicked on this site. Number one thing. What did they click on this site? Number one thing. Jenny says, why did you use .me? .com and .org were taken. Okay, we have selected dates. JJ says, latest winning numbers. Winning numbers lottery toolbar. Selected date. Whoever said selected date is correct. Right? Because this is how people search. They say selected date. I want to find the winning numbers for whatever. And they went to the affiliate offer. They downloaded the toolbar, and I made money. How many of you guys can do that? How many of you guys say, yeah, I think I could do that. That's not too hard. I could just get people to get what they want and help them get it easily. That's not too hard. Right? Very, very, very important. Sam says, how did you find and create content for this site? The site has no content. It doesn't have any content. Nothing. It's like just a simple, if I could get back to it, let's see. It has no content. Right? It's very basic. It's just focused on what people want. Right? If people are looking for videos online, what do you think they would click on? A play button or, hi there, I'm Marcus, and I have lots of videos online. I'm going to show you how to get videos online, and these videos are really cool, and I hope you click one. No, they're going to click on the play button. They're going to click on the video of the guy like almost about to slip on his butt because that's what they're tuned to do. And like Nedra says, it's the play button. Very important. Very, very, very important. And like Jesse said, so it's one page that shoots them over to an offer somewhere else, right? Yeah, sometimes it is that way. Sometimes you build a bigger page. Sometimes you capture people, right? And that is the future of affiliate marketing, is in capturing them and helping them and saying, hey, I'm going to help you, get these lottery numbers or this stuff or whatever it is. Very, 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 very important. So I want you to think about what the user ultimately wants and how you can help them. How do you help them with your landing page, your offer and payout match? How do you visualize the possibilities of what they can do? Right, and Carl says, why does McAfee site advisor say the lottery toolbar link goes to a dangerous site? Because McAfee is an extortionist company. But yeah, there's a different reason than that, but that's basically it, right? There's no viruses or anything like that in the stuff that we do. And what I advise you to do, if you're going to do this type of stuff, get another computer and get a virus program on it and scan it for yourself. Because I never want to give anything bad out, right? So I have a computer here that we scan stuff, we test it before we market it. Very important. So what I want to submit to you right now is that if you can pair the right offer with the right keyword, you can make tons of money. How many guys want to make tons of money by pairing the right offer with the right keyword? Right? How many of you guys would be like, dude, Marcus, if you could tell me a keyword that would make a lot of money and an offer that would make a lot of money, I think I'd kind of be in, right? Because that's the bread and butter of internet marketing. How many of you guys feel that way? Great. Excellent. So what we want to do is I want to say that if you can pair the right offer with the right keyword, you can make tons of cash. And I want to show you how to train your brain to see opportunities. How many of you guys right now are struggling to see opportunities? You say, those other guys talk about, micro niches and little 5,000 phrase keywords and all this stuff, but I just can't see the opportunity. Be honest with me. We're all friends here. Say, I can't see this stuff. I don't know what's going on. I don't see it. Okay. And a lot of people are saying, you know what? I don't have a clue. I don't have a clue what's going on. Very, 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 very important. Okay. What I want you to do is I want you to look at these words here. Okay? And I want you to really participate in this exercise. How many of you guys are going to participate? If you are, say, I'm in the box. Because I want to know you're in. Because that is where the rubber meets the road. Okay, looks like everyone's in. Great. I want you to think about the word, and these words are looked up a lot. Okay, these words all get over 10,000 searches a month, probably 10,000 searches a day. Number 1 is soccer scores. Number 2 is love sayings. Number 2 is fun facts. Number 3 is fun facts. Number 4 is spiritual quotes. Number 5 is movie times. Number 6 is brain exercises. Number 7 is YouTube funny videos. Number 3 is YouTube compatible signs. Number 7 is cuts of meat. And number 8 is grocery lists. Okay? Now what I want you to do is stop whatever you're doing right now. Stop whatever you're doing right now. And I want you to look at this. And we say, what would I do with these people? Right? Like thousands of people every month are typing in Leo compatible signs. What do I do with that? What do I do with that? Okay, and when you start to think about what you would do with that, you start to think about the people behind it. Because it's not just a number, it's actual people that are searching for that. We think about cuts of meat. Or you think about that and you say, well, you know, they're not just people searching for cuts of meat. They're probably people who want to like cook stuff. Right? And you think movie times, what are they searching for? How can I make money and help them at the same time? How many of you guys want to make money and help people at the same time? You know, you're like, I don't want to just like make money and be a dick. I want to make money and help people at the same time. Right? Because that's important. That's important. Because if you're just, you know, giving people stuff and what we call click flopping, it's going to be short-lived. But if you focus on what they want, and what they need and help them, you'll do good. Right? Very important. And Marco says, brain exercises, lots of ideas come to mind. Right? And Sam says, how do you rank those sites to get the traffic? Well, in these terms, I would actually buy the traffic. Right? I'd buy the traffic. Why not? Why not? Who cares? Right? If I can turn a profit, I'll buy as much traffic as possible. Very important. And now I want you to look at this. Because what I did is I actually looked at this stuff. I looked it up, and I gave you, excuse me, affiliate offers based on what these terms are about. So you look at it and you say, okay, well, you know, what about movie times or YouTube funny videos? Like, how many of you guys are like, how do I make money on YouTube funny videos? Marcus, you're crazy. You have to make money on stuff like refinance and mortgage. How many of you guys know a way to make money on YouTube funny videos? Right? Right? And Marco says, yeah, I'm crazy. Right? Yeah, I'm pretty crazy. Right? And DJ says via AdSense. No, you're not going to make any money on AdSense doing it. Right? And Jenny says, tell us. So Jenny, what I'm going to do, because I like you, is I'm going to tell you. Okay, so you have YouTube funny videos. Right? And like Bo says, everyone loves to laugh. Right? So what you want to do is you want to look at the Video Scavenger Toolbar. Video Scavenger Toolbar pays you $1.10 per download. It's a free toolbar that downloads videos from YouTube. So how many people think, hey, that's a cool video on YouTube, I'd like to download it? Right? It averages 38 cents per click. 38 cents a click. How many people do you think out there want to download video toolbars? Say, I want to download these videos. Very important. Mind Devil. under brain exercises, right? 38 cents a click, $3 a lead for a free download. How many of you guys think you could take someone from like, how do I, do brain exercises to a toolbar that helps them do brain exercises? How many of you guys think you can do that? If you do, let me know. Of course you could, right? And this is where it's at. Guys, forget about the penguins. Forget about the, poppers, whatever updates there are, because people are still searching for this stuff. Very, very important. Jesse, ask that towards the end, and I'll get to you. Another one, right? Bible stuff. Because the Bible guide, you get $2. Actually, it's $3 per CPA, right? $3 for someone to download a Bible. How many of you guys think there's enough people that look up Bible verses every day for you to get rich? Right? How many of you guys are like, wow, people look up Bible verses every day. If I got like 0.1% of them to download a Bible toolbar, I'd be rich. How many of you guys think that? Right? Very, very, very important. And Bo says, how do you match the idea to the campaign? Right? And that is the secret. Okay? So we have Bible, we have astrology, we have Bring Me Sports, we have Film Fanatic, we have free grocery cards, we have recipes, we have all this stuff. How many of you guys think that if you had a ranking or a paid traffic result or a free traffic result last Sunday for Mother's Day, if you got paid $3.75 every time someone sent their mom an e-card on Mother's Day, how many of you guys think you'd be able to pay off your house right now? Right? Just, yay, I get $3 every time that you download an e-card and send it to your mom. Right? And some people say you could get a new house, everything, right? Very, very important. So what I want you to do is I want you to stop whatever you're doing and say, you know what? The money's out there. Because there's all this stuff about Facebook. There's all this stuff about Google Penguin. There's all this stuff about Google Pac-Man. I don't give a shit about what Google's doing. Did enough people on Mother's Day look up Mother's Day e-cards for me to make money? That's all I care about. And did they? Right, did they? Say yes in the box if you believe they did. Say, yeah, I believe people looked up enough for me to get rich. And I know people personally that make $50,000 a day with offers like this. Why? Because they say, I don't care about what the people on Google say. I don't care about what the people on Neverblue say. I don't care who's going bankrupt. What I care about is making money. I care about helping people. Sam says, but some sites report those offers as a scam. And that's why you should always do your due diligence. That's why you should always do your due diligence. Right? IAC, which is Interactive Something Group or whatever, they're a good company. Right? That's owned by Ask.com, right? Which is most of these. I think Mind Dabble, Astrology, Daily Bible, Bring Me Sports, Film Fanatic, and the Fun Cards are all owned by IAC. Very, very, very important. So how many of you guys would do this? How many of you guys are like, you know what? I'll go on YouTube and read a Bible verse every day if I can make money. Sure. Very, 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 very important. Okay? So what I want you to do is I want you to look at it and say, I don't want to give up on internet marketing. Right? Because a lot of people are saying it's the end of internet marketing, it's doom and gloom, it's whatever. And I want you to listen to this quote by Richard Bandler. He says, the only thing stopping most people is a lack of belief that they can do something simple. How many of you guys right now feel like you're overwhelmed? Type overwhelmed in the box if you feel that way. Or you say, I'm overwhelmed. I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go. I don't know what niche to tackle. Whatever. Right? Type it in. I want everyone to answer. Right? Okay? And I want you to realize this quote. The only thing stopping most people is a lack of belief that they can do something simple. They don't have to give up what they're doing. They just have to start something. Right? You just have to start something. And what I want to do is I want to work with you over the next 8 weeks in Simple Sites Bootcamp. Right? I want you to work with me. And I want you to, in the next 8 weeks, I want you to understand and I want you to create a resource. Right? And this is the evolution of a simple site. And I want you to understand that the way that the market is going is to add value to the marketplace. Right? Because we've seen spammers. There's lots of spammers out there. There's lots of people who spam Google for web results. There's lots of people who spam Facebook, lots of people who spam Twitter, all this stuff. Right? But I want you to understand that if you add value, you will get rich. Just add value to someone's life. Add value to someone's life. And I hope that right now I'm adding value to you, and I'm showing you something that's going to help you. And basically, here is the deal. Here is how to support your family and supplement your current income. Right? Because a lot of people are saying, well, you know, Marcus, I just want to make $100 a day. I just want a little site that makes $20 a day. Or I want to make $1,000 a day, or whatever it is, right? And Nedra says, if you build it, they will come. And that statement is absolutely false. If you build a site, they will not come. If you build a money-making thing, people will not be there for you, right? And I want to show you exactly how to support your family and supplement your current income. So here's the deal. Don't try to do too much. Just answer the question. Everything that you do must have a part in your message and lead your customer to what makes you money. Very, very, very important. Everything that you do must have a part in your message and lead your customer to what makes you money. And that's what I'm talking to you about right now with Simple Sites Bootcamp. Right? And this is unlike anything that you've ever seen. All right? And what we're going to do is we're going to go through and we're going to find your in-need market. Okay? We're going to find your in-need market. Week number 1, we're going to go through 8 weeks, and I'm going to show you exactly how everything works. Week number 1, we're going to find your in-need market. Okay? We're going to go through and we're going to find people who need something. We're going to find them. We're going to go in. We're going to say, you know what? You guys need this certain thing, and we're going to give it to you. Week number 2, I'm going to show you how to select your medium and find out where they are. Right? So a lot of people say, well, Marcus, how do I find the right traffic source for my niche? Right? And the only way to find it is to find out where they are. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. Week number 3, I'm going to show you how to structure your message. Right? I'm going to show you how to structure your message for that market so that they actually get the things that you're promoting. The affiliate offers, the resale rights stuff, whatever it is you're promoting, I'm going to show you how to get them to get it. Week number 4, I'm going to show you how to create your resource. Right? Because a lot of people look at it and say, well, what's a resource, Marcus? How do you get a resource? How do you get something like that? Well, I want you to kind of envision the oil resources, right? Because there's companies, there's people out there who have oil, right? And how many of you guys think that you'd be rich if you had oil? Type rich in the box if you think you'd be rich if you had oil, or an oil well, or like oil in your, backyard or whatever. Right, like the Beverly Hillbillies or whatever. Okay? A lot of people think they'd be rich. right? And what is oil? It's a resource. It's a resource, right? And if you have a resource, you can make money over and over and over. Imagine if you had an ebook or a video that worked for you over and over and over, regardless of whether you were working or not, right? That's your resource. Week number 5, I'm going to talk to you about how to get your offers, your affiliate offers, right? Even though people think affiliate marketing is ending and everything like that, it's really not. But I'm going to show you how to find those offers, the reseller offers, create your own offers, everything like that. Week number 6, we're going to talk about how to test your links, your ads, your emails, and find out what your market wants. Because, guys, this is the key. Right? You remember years ago when TV first started, and there was just blanket ads about Pepsi or whatever. And now that we have cable TV, people are able to have specific ads. Right, the people with cookware advertise on the Cook Network. The people with home and garden stuff advertise, on Home and Garden Network, like Home Depot and stuff like that. Week number 6, I'm going to tell you how to test your links, add emails, find out what they want. Week number 7, I'm going to show you how to get involved in your market. And week number 8, I'm going to show you how to tweak it for profits. And as a special bootcamp bonus, I'm going to let you watch live as I set up 2 different sites, an omelet site and how to save money on a car site. And I'm going to let you in on marketing test labs. I'm going to let you join me live in Vegas for a meeting. Right? We only have about 15 to 20 people at this meeting. So you come there, you ask me what you need, you show me what you're doing, I help you with it. Give you my blog profits. I show you 57 sites that have made me money, and on we go. Right? So what I want everyone to do right now is go to simplesitesbonus.com and sign up, because I'm here to help you. If you're here to make money, I'm here to show you exactly how to do it. I'm going to put that in the chat box there, and you can go there and sign up. Basically, today is the day you can sign up. Go in there. We give you Simple Sites Big Profits 2012, which is a software that you see on the screen. And what I'll do in a minute is I'll take your questions. I'll help you with everything and, show you exactly how it works. All right, cool. So any questions about that, let me know. Otherwise, simplesitesbonus.com. Basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through an 8-week course with you. I'm going to show you exactly how to profit online. I'm going to show you what you need to do. I'm going to show you how to find the keywords, how to find the niches, how to find the offers, how to build your site, everything. So if you are struggling with how to make money online, you need to go sign up right now. There is a guarantee, obviously. So if you struggle with it, let me know. We'll help you out, everything like that. And everything. Sam says, is it safe to work with Neverblue after the recent problems? I'm now with Advert Marketing and Blam Ads and Whitefire Network, but I heard Neverblue has a lot of offers. Neverblue is not going anywhere. I wouldn't worry too much about that. Their parent company went bankrupt, which in our industry, that's like changing underwear. So I wouldn't worry about that. Make sure you get paid, obviously, so get on a weekly pay schedule. But it should be fine. All right, so what I want to do now, which is my favorite portion of these webinars, is to take your questions, right? And if you want to be unmuted, you could type in unmute. If you want to type your question in the box, you can do that. If you want to go to simplesitesbonus.com, you can use either the pay plan or the regular stuff. And I do ask that I do apologize for the fact that my allergies are killing me right now, and it's hard to type, but I will, or hard to speak, but I will help you out there. JJ says, what happened to OfferVault? OfferVault's still around. Yeah, they're not going anywhere. John says, thanks for the good info. Glad you liked it, John. Sign up for simplesitesbonus.com. get in there and we'll help you with that. But what I like to do now is I like to just kind of chill out and have a Q&A session. All right, so Jesse says, I have literally spent every penny I have on this kind of stuff already. All I have left is my severance pay. Got laid off last month from 5-year job, except for 1 month stuff. How do I get into the $330 a day minimum? Well, Jesse, what I would do is I would say, what am I going to give people for that money? Or what am I going to give people for that money? Right? So if I expect to get $500 a day, $100 a day, $50 a day, right? Am I really thinking that I can make a bullshit site and make money? Or am I saying, you know what? I'm going to provide value to these people. I'm going to provide value to them. I'm going to help them. Right? Very important. Because if you're willing to help them, I can help you reach them. Okay, let's see here. Diane says, Marcus, if you are following your system, how long does your average student take to start making money? Allergies are killing me. You know, I really can't say how long it takes the average person. Because, you know, we don't know what the average person is going to do. But I will say that I can help you the best possible way. Jesse says, I have affiliate accounts with GoDaddy, Hostzilla, HostGator, and Cool Handle, plus 2 reseller accounts, GoDaddy and Nextstick. Jesse, what are you planning to do with them? That's the number one thing. What do you plan to do with what you learn? Right? AA says, I can't afford a boot camp. What's a good source of cheap traffic? Well, it depends on your market, right? So many people put the cart before the horse and they say, I'm going to find a way to get cheap traffic, but I don't know what I'm going to offer. Or I'm going to do this, and I don't know what I'm going to do here. Or I'm going to build a site because whatever, right? And I want you to focus, right? Focus, because you will always be in a perpetual state of finding out what's going on, looking at the greatest offers, and looking at the latest thing if you don't know what you are doing. How many of you guys know what you're doing? Say doing if you know what you're doing. Right? And Jeremy says, how well do we need to know WordPress or other programs? Well, you don't really. I'm going to teach you that. So sign up at simplesitesbonus.com. Sam says, what do you think about 7-search pay-per-click? Well, it depends on what you're offering, right? I mean, the traffic depends on what you are offering. So many people come to me, they say, well, you can do it with Facebook. Well, I don't know. I mean, what am I going to offer there? If I don't know what I'm going to offer there, then I don't know what I'm going to do there. Let's see here. Jesse says, I spent $3,000 on training with Profit Siege, moving too slow. Well, Jesse, join simplesitesbonus.com right now. I'll show you how to overcome that stuff. Okay? Just do it. Do it now. Don't think about it. I'll help you. All right, cool. So any other questions? Anything like that? Diane says, do you have your own affiliate program? We do, but it's very private. Nadira says, thank you for your help. Tonight I have signed up for your blog. I look forward to your daily emails. Great, thank you. Bo says, how many in so far? I don't know. My emails and on the other computer. Sean says, is there a guarantee that this system will work? There is a guarantee that I will make it work for you, and I will not quit until you do. So if you decide to quit, then I'll let you quit. But I will not quit until you do. So I will stick with it as long as you do. I will show you exactly what you need to do to make money. Right? Exactly what you need to do to make money. Carl says, what's the cost to upgrade from a previous version? Carl, send me the version you have, like in the chat box, and I'll get you that. Lucian says, how old am I? I think I'm 32. I don't know. It might be 30. I think I'm 32. I'm turning 33 this year. I think I turn with the year. So sometimes when you're old, you forget how old you are. Diane says, thanks, Marcus. Quitting is not an option if you want success. Absolutely. Carl, let me give you a link. Get me on live chat. I'll get you a link for that and everything. But yeah, guys, you just need to get in there. You need to say, what do I want to do? Am I serious about this or am I not? Because if you're serious about it, I'll help you. If you're not, I really can't do anything for you. I wish I could, but I can't. Right? Sonny says, thank you for much for all of the valuable information that's sharing. I hope you guys like it. Lisa says, using long-tail keywords that are not too competitive is the best way to buy traffic. No. Buying traffic, in my opinion, is best if you go broad. That's my opinion. And if you're failing with that stuff, it's probably because you're not buying it broad. Jesse says, a bunch of email addresses. Good to have you there, Jesse. Carl says, how do I private chat? Just go to simplesitesbonus.com. You can private chat on there. Paul said, you're not old, Marcus. I'm 69. I'm listening to you. Well, that's good, Paul. Sometimes I feel old, but, it's all relative. Jesse says, if nothing else, you've reminded me that marketing is research and applying findings. Diane says, when does it start, the boot camp? It starts this week. So you want to get in now. We've had a ton of people sign up today. Go to simplesitesbonus.com, sign up. Jesse says, I've been 1841 times. Good. All right. Sean says, nothing wrong with being old. Nothing at all. Yeah, I agree with that. All right, so any other questions, let me know. Bo says, you're a very down-to-earth guy, Marcus, but honestly, this is too rich for my blood. At my age, I don't need a lot of money. I would just like to be a winner in this game just once, and I hope most people join in. Bo, I would say join in. You know what, man, if you're serious, I will help you do it. Right? You just have to ask me. That's it. I mean, I'm here. You ask me and say, hey, you know what, I get to decide about this, or I'm going to start this niche, or whatever. What do you think? I'm going to help you. Sean says, are you going to Affiliate Summit? I'll probably go to the one in Vegas. I don't know yet. Sometimes it's kind of hit or miss. I got a family, and they say they don't want me to go. I don't go, right? Because that's what this is about, is making a lifestyle for a family. Sam, can I buy this tomorrow? No, buy it today. I don't know if it'll sell out tonight, so you'll want to get it today. Jesse says, I could do $100 a month for however long it took to get the level. I could actually pay you off. How's that? Jesse, email me. We do have payment plans available on that site, but you want to focus on what you can do and what works for you. All right. So, any other questions, let me know.
Well, I'm still thinking about the ads I used to see on TV back in the 50s when we had 3 stations, but we had to use a pair of pliers to tune the old TV set in.
There you go.
And, realistically speaking, marketing hasn't changed since, I guess, the guy sat outside the gates of the city back in 2000 BC and tried to sell tourists, special artifacts. Provide something that people want, they'll come to you. And the trick in business is not to sell one thing to one person and then to the next person. The trick is to sell something to somebody who likes it and wants it again, and they will tell somebody else about it. That's the difference between that click-flop business and providing value to a customer. Because customers who feel appreciated come back and they tell other people about it. It's old, but it works.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing that a lot of people don't realize is in the internet marketing space, there's so much data that you get about people. I was watching a article or a video recently, and I think it was MSNBC, and they were saying that Google knows more about most people than their spouses do, right? Because you don't tell your spouse you want a divorce. You go to Google and you say, hey, how do I know my spouse is cheating, or what are the signs of divorce, or whatever. And it's a very, very intimate search. And when you deal with things on this level, it changes stuff, right? Because so many people are out there and they want to blanket bid everything. They say, I just want to bid for people that are looking up fart, and I want to get all these farters, right? Or whatever, right? And they say, I want that clientele, but they really don't know that much about them, right? The only way they're going to know that much about them is that if they actually go out there and ask them questions. And that's exactly how I took a business from $240 its first month to over $2.5 million in just a few short years, right? Is by asking them and saying, hey, what do you guys want? What do you need? How can I help you? Right? Does that make sense?
Oh, that's for want of a better word, that's the basic essence or recipe to successful marketing. Any business, you have to understand what people want. Let's face it, neither of us would make money if we were to hop on a boat to the Arctic or the Antarctic and set up a station to sell ice cubes. Well, maybe the Arctic Circle's melting. So, what do people want up there? Obviously, if you show up with, like electrically heated underwear, you got a good chance for selling something. So understanding where your market is and what they want, and either bringing them to the solution or giving them the opportunity to feel satisfied brings them to you and brings them back. And the word spreads. Google, the internet's about information, but Google wants content relevance so that the people who type in their 1, 2, or 3 word phrase in the search box get something that has meaning to what they're asking or what they're looking for. It's very difficult to understand. As you said, all the Pandoras and Penguins and, Aardvark systems that they're coming up with, they're trying to see through this. But at the end of the day, if you are delivering on that, you will be there the next time somebody comes looking for it.
Exactly, yeah. And that's the key, is just understanding, because when I go to the Google AdWords tool and I see these searches, I see how many people search for them. I don't see numbers. I don't see junk. I see business possibility, right? And these people are out there. They're looking for what you want. Very, 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 very important.
And the idea of keeping it simple is still the best advice you can get, because the simpler it is to understand and implement, the more likely it is that the guy on the other end is going to get the message. If you make it too complicated, it confuses people and they go away. I want to thank you, Marcus, on behalf of OfferVault. And guys, check it out. Marcus has been here before. You can check back in the webinar history on OfferVault and find his other offerings, quote unquote, and information. He is a very down-to-earth person, as somebody already said, and he gives you some very good, simple advice to follow. So take advantage of that. Check it out. Marcus, thank you so much for taking the time to be with us tonight.
All right, thanks, man. And for everyone, go to simplesitesbonus.com. We are getting a lot of people joining right now. So sign up, join me in there. If you have any questions, meet me on live chat. I'll be there for the next hour or so if you have any questions.
Thanks again, Marcus. Good night, everybody.